I'm David Tulis.
And I'm Ian Twombly.
What are we doing today, Ian?
We're going to fly the Chesapeake Bay.
AOPA keeps flying safe, accessible, and fun by protecting your freedom to fly. We are the most trusted one-stop resource for all things related to general aviation. Become an AOPA pilot today.
All right, so heading into Williamsburg, it's easy to find actually because it's right on the north shore of the James River.
Okay.
Right near the historic town of Williamsburg, Virginia, where we're going to hang out for a couple hours and see what we can see. The airport is, I've been there before actually, it's a really cool little airport. They got e-bike rentals to check out the town, and a good airport restaurant, I'm told, so. Williamsburg traffic, Skyline 528, Mike Juliet, West Base, full stop 31 Williamsburg. Williamsburg traffic, Skyline 528, Mike Juliet, final 31, full stop Williamsburg.
All right, so we just landed at the Williamsburg-Jamestown Airport, that's JGG, easy for me to say, in Williamsburg, Virginia. And we're starting here. It's not technically on the Chesapeake Bay, it's actually up the James River, but we're starting here for a couple of reasons. One is I've been to this airport, it's super cool. We're gonna take an Uber into town and see what they have. And we're starting here because this is where the exploration of the Chesapeake started with John Smith out of the Jamestown settlement.
The airport was super cool. I mean, you wonder sometimes with these privately owned airports how hospitable they're going to be. You know, do they really want a lot of public traffic? But this one is, they were fantastic. I mean, really happy to see you.
They were. Yeah. They welcomed us with open arms, and Dan at Charlie's restaurant had a great lunch. We set out to have a little something to eat. It was awesome.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
And, Ian, what did you think of Old Town Jamestown, Williamsburg?
It was really cool. In fact, the town really surprised me. In fact, you know, we had this plan to do this over a couple of days, and what you realize is you're really booking to be able to do that. Because like, you could easily spend a 3-day weekend there, longer if you really wanted to. I mean, there's
covering a lot of ground.
Yeah, there's so much to do. The colonial stuff is really neat. It's like the best combination of kind of a living history and an old sort of town that you really only find otherwise, like I think in New England, right? So
yeah, that's a good point. We saw horse-drawn carriages.
Yep.
We saw folks in period costume. But it took us, what, 10 minutes to get there from the airport via Uber?
Oh yeah, if that. It was fantastic. I mean, so close. The Jamestown settlement's a little farther away. That was maybe 15.
Yeah.
But I really felt like I wanted to go there because of the history of how, you know, if you're going to fly the bay, I mean, that's where the bay was originally explored from.
Right.
And so it just felt like kind of the right place to start. And I'm glad we did. It's not I was surprised. It wasn't, I expected it to be kind of like National Park-esque.
Right.
But it's really more of a built-up museum with replicas and, you know, stuff that kids can go to. And, you know, Jamestown is up the James River, so it's up on a tributary. So what we're going to do is head to the shore, and then, you know, we're going to Tangier next, and we could go direct. There's no airspace issues, really. However, it puts you over water for a lot of the flight. So what we're going to do is just go to the shore and go straight across. We're going to take the shortest point across the water.
I like that. And it looks like there are a couple of visual waypoints here that I see on my map. One is the York River Bridge.
Yep.
And then you come up to New Point Comfort, which is, like you said, a lighthouse at the very tip of the strip of land that we see at our 12 o'clock.
Yep.
So we're going to go to another visual waypoint called Cape Charles.
So we're headed to Tangier Island, which is this really cool place in the middle of the Chesapeake. It was explored by John Smith, and I've never been there.
It's a subsistence fishing village, really.
Okay, cool.
But there are a couple good restaurants and ice cream store there that you can come to as a pilot. You can only get there via aircraft or on a boat of some sort or a ferry.
Yeah.
It's only about 600 people that live there.
Yeah.
But there are a couple of good restaurants there. There's a B&B or two. So pilots can come and land and stay overnight. So Ian, I'm wearing a PFD.
Yeah.
We have an emergency one in the back. You're not wearing one, but we're at a pretty high altitude here.
Yeah.
And we are approaching 7,500 feet.
Yep.
Gliding range of the Cessna 182 is well within the short lines that we've just traversed from one side to the other.
Yeah, you were only about, I would say, when we're in the middle, I'm just looking here, I think it's about 13 miles wide right here, so, you know, 6 miles either way to the shore.
Okay.
Well
Within the gliding range of this aircraft at this altitude.
Yeah.
Tangier traffic, Skylane 528 Mike Juliet, the left downwind, runway 20, Tangier.
That's a beautiful little spot.
It is.
Tangier traffic, Skylane 528 Mike Juliet, short final, runway 20.
All right, field main flaps coming in.
Like butter. Nice. Oh, look at you.
I mean, you gotta hold the nose off.
Wheelie man.
Ian, what did you think about landing at Tangier Island for the first time in the middle of the Chesapeake Bay?
Yeah, it was really cool. I mean, as you can tell, it's windy. I mean, today's a beautiful day, and like on the mainland, the wind's almost nothing, but out here it's 10 knots. So yeah, it's windy, but it's right down the runway. It's great. There's no obstructions. There's water everywhere. You can get to see the houses out in the water, and I mean, you're right on. It's like everywhere you look, there's water. It's really quite beautiful. It's a neat place, and I'm really glad we came. I would love to spend more time, but we kind of blew up our schedule today. We had planned to have lunch here and, you know, kind of chill for a little bit, but we're not even sure if lunch is open, so we got to put this one in the logbook. So we had to come here. It's an island. It's really cool. We toured just for a couple minutes. Now we're going to head over to Crisfield, which is only about 14 miles away. That's on the eastern shore of Maryland, right off the bay. We're hoping we can make it before the bakery closes and we can get some famous Smith Island cakes.
Because now we're both hungry for dessert.
I know,
right?
we need cake, yeah.
Have cake, will fly.
That's right.
Yeah, over the beach. That's pretty.
So we just took off from Tangier and headed north, only about 14 miles to Crisfield, which I don't think I've been to before. We are in search of the famous Smith Island cake.
Smith Island cake, which actually comes from Smith Island,
Yep.
which is at our 9 o'clock over here.
Yep.
And you can only get there by ferry.
Only by ferry.
And we're going to land at Crisfield-Somerset County Airport.
Yep. On the eastern shore, and we're going there because obviously there's no airport on Smith Island, but also there is a bakery at Crisfield that sends these cakes all around the world. They are, I think, 7 layers of sponge.
Oh wow!
And you know, buttercream in between. So I'm very hopeful that we can make it into town. Flying over downtown Crisfield, pretty town on the eastern shore of Maryland.
Crisfield traffic, Skylane 528 Mike Juliet, set up for left downwind, runway 14, full stop. Crisfield traffic, 528 Mike Juliet on final.
Okay, so we just landed in Crisfield, and actually we were really lucky to find the airport manager here, super nice guy. He was able to reach the cab for us, so we're waiting for that, and fingers crossed we're gonna go get some cake.
climbing out of Crisfield. You're flying this leg.
Yeah.
That was a quick stop. We were in search of cake, and
We found cake.
we found cake. So we're
Found
gonna,
cake at where? Johnny Cake? Where was it?
Johnny Sweets.
Johnny Sweets.
So we're going to eat that in a little bit. But we're going now to St. Mary's, which is straight across the bay, but it is right through the middle of Pax River's airspace. So we're going to call them in a couple minutes and see if they are restricted areas are cold. Hopefully they are.
Okay.
And we'll be able to go straight across. Back approach, good evening. Skyline 528 Mike Juliet, request.
Skyline, standby. All right, other aircraft. I think it was a Skyline or a Skyhawk. Go ahead.
Yeah, that's Skylane 528 Mike Juliet. We're about 5 miles west of Crisfield, 3,000 feet. We're landing 2 Whiskey 6 St. Mary's. I'd like to climb up to 4,500. Just wondering the status of the areas.
The restricted areas are active, starting at 3,500 for restricted area 4006. Restricted area 4005 is active all the way down to the surface, so you're going to have to remain clear of that. And production altimeter is 3021.
3021 for A Mike Juliet. I understand 4005 is active and 06 down to 3,500. Thanks. So this is, David, this is one of the challenges of flying around the bay is you've got this massive restricted area right in the middle.
Yes.
So we're gonna cheat north up to Cambridge, I think it is.
More as close as we can get to it, then we can turn turn west a little bit before we get there.
Yep, and turn west towards Calvert Cliffs nuclear power plant, which is a really nice visual marker.
Okay.
And then we'll tuck down into St. Mary's.
Okay.
All right, who's ready for cake?
Always ready for cake.
All right.
Oh my gosh.
That's the Mini. All right. Does it live up to the hype?
Yeah, one of us needs to be looking at the map here. And verdict is worth it? Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's good. I expected sort of box cake or something, but that is really good. The frosting is awesome.
All right, I'm gonna try.
All
try
right.
these.
All right, I can watch out for you.
All right. Why don't you take the airplane for a minute?
All right, I got the controls.
All right.
November, Balaka 2232.
Wait, I gotta move this.
Maintain 6,000.
Oh my God. That was worth the flight.
That was pretty good, huh?
Wow. Man. Second bite.
To Papa Hotel Foxtrot Airport, the aircraft off of
Oh my God, that's so good.
St. Mary's traffic, Skyline 528 Mike Juliet, speed to final 11, full stop St. Mary's.
So, David, we had a great day, man. We
I had a great time flying with you, man. You know, we talk about flying together so much, and we've only done it a few times, and your landings were like butter.
No.
Oh, yeah.
One good, one bad. But yeah, we had a good time. We did the southern part of the bay.
Yeah.
Maybe sometime we'll get to do the north. That would be cool.
Yeah.
So let us know what your favorite airport around the Chesapeake Bay is.